Trigger warning for poop. This is my first time talking today.
Dungeon crawler, curl,
Red leather, yellow leather.
freak, I have to pee.
Good morning and welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day on my weight loss journey to lose 100 pounds. I'm a full-time working mom who's just trying to be her best, healthiest self. I do use a GLP1. I eat in a calorie deficit. I recently started going low carb to help my fatty liver, and I do work out 3 times a week. With all of that being said, all I'm trying to do here is have a healthier lifestyle, a healthier life for myself, for my husband, and for my child. And by sharing these videos, I hope that you can get some inspiration for some food, can relate to my journey, and maybe if you want to stick around, you can subscribe, even like the video if you really feel like it. With that being said, let's jump into breakfast. As you can tell, I have an entire bundle of bananas back there that need to be eaten. I buy them and then they get eaten so fast, and then I buy them again and they don't even get touched. It's a fun balance, and these guys are ready to be eaten, so that is going to be incorporated in my breakfast today. I've been wanting to eat more yogurt because apparently it has lots of good stuff in it for your gut, so I'm thinking a yogurt bowl this morning. No matter what I do, I try to get 30 grams of protein in at breakfast. For me, that is just how I set my day up for success. My yogurt only has 15 grams of protein, so I'm thinking I might also have a protein shake. Maybe I'll do a little profi moment. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do, but let's just go ahead and try to put it together and see what happens. All right, we got breakfast. How good does my yogurt bowl look? Love. I might add some raspberries. Do we think we should add some raspberries? I might. I'm gonna taste it and see, but I might add some raspberries just for a little razzle dazzle. And I've got half of a Fairlife in here, just a little bit of almond milk, and then a tiny bit of a cold foam from Target. Altogether, that makes this breakfast 276 calories, 33 grams of protein, and 31 carbs. That is a great way to start the day. I was gonna do a full banana, but I didn't really want to have that many carbs this morning, so I opted for half a banana, and I think that's gonna make me feel a lot better throughout the day. Because if you didn't see my video talking about this, I'm not going low carb for no reason. I have a fatty liver, I have elevated liver enzymes, and when I have too many carbs, it spikes my blood sugar, and then I have a blood sugar crash, and I hate that feeling. I literally can't. It kind of like makes me feel like I can't do anything. I just have to kind of sit there for a while, eat a fruit snack, and hope that I feel better soon. So I'm not doing it to be keto. I'm not doing it to be on a trend or anything. I'm literally doing it to do the best thing for my body and for my mental health, honestly. And so far it's been working, and I've actually had better success with my weight loss since starting low carb, and I think it's just because everything is moving in my body a little bit better, so I'm really happy with how it's going so far. All of that to say, while I do focus on a low carb diet, you don't have to. If it doesn't work for you, don't worry about it. If you are just fine eating in a calorie deficit, focusing on your protein, literally don't worry about it. But if you're like me and you're focusing on low carb for whatever reason, I'm gonna include those stats for you. But if they don't apply to you, don't worry about it. I'm gonna eat this and get to working. It is another work day here, and I'll update you on the next thing I eat. Also, I need you guys to hold me accountable to drinking my water today. I've been slacking on my water, so let's make sure I get my water in. I'm officially on my lunch break. I am 1 water bottle in. I'm trying to do 3 before my work day is over, so we'll see if that actually happens. I'm hoping I can drink 1 more during my gym time and then 1 more after that until the end of work. It's crazy how important water is for you. You've got to get it in. Before I go to the gym, I did just want to share something very exciting with you. If you didn't know, I'm on a GLP1, like I mentioned earlier in the video, and I have a hard time pooping. I've always, with this whole journey, this whole time, have struggled with constipation. It's been my one symptom I've had from day one that I've always struggled with. I mentioned this to my psychologist because she asked if I've had any symptoms from it or any side effects. I mentioned my constipation and she said, take Miralax every day. And then I was telling my nutritionist about that and she said, yes, do it, definitely. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I finally got paid, got the money to buy some. I bought 2 giant bottles from Costco and I must officially have been taking it for 3 days. And you guys, I just had trigger warning for poop. the best poop. I'm so happy. I've not had a poop like this since probably before I started taking my GLP-1. I'm so thankful for the people who have listened to what's going on with my body and have helped me, because truly there's literally nothing better than getting out a good poop. And I know that's weird to talk about, but if you're on a GLP-1, you will get it. I'm not even sponsored by Big Marillax, but I should be at this point, okay? I love it. I'm obsessed. And this is definitely going to be helping with my weight loss, because I feel like that's a reason it's been so slow for me. If you struggle with pooping on a GLP-1, leave a poop emoji in the comments so I know. I'm just kidding, you don't have to do that, but that'd be funny if you did, right? Anyway, I've got to get going. I've got to go to the gym, and then I will continue working for the day, and I'll show you what I'm eating along the way. Okay, I just got back from the gym and I need to make lunch. I am starving. My stomach was literally growling in the gym. I was so embarrassed. I was like, please don't hear that. I hope everyone has their headphones in. I'm sorry if this sounds weird. I have the noise cancellation on because my daughter is watching Spider-Man and I don't want you to have to hear that too. So for lunch, I am doing a big old salad. We're gonna put on some hard-boiled eggs and some chicken for our protein, lots of vegetables for our fiber, and then some dressing for a fat. I might add an avocado. I'll see if I have some that are ready. I'll show you me making that, and then we will go over the calories and everything at the end. So let's make this salad. Okay, lunch is ready. How good does that look, you guys? Oh, I'm so excited. I love a big old salad. It's my favorite. This lunch is ringing in at 427 calories, 35 grams of protein, and 14 grams of carbs. I do try to keep at least one of my meals, it's usually lunch, a little bit more low carb than the others. My nutritionist wanted me to do low to no carbs for one meal, so I've been really aiming on doing that, and this has been a great meal for that. And honestly, the carbs that are in this meal really aren't even that bad. It's like from the avocados, from the chicken, so I'm not super worried about it. If you guys love salads but hate getting out all the ingredients and like prepping all the ingredients and stuff, I highly recommend one of those little organizers. It's been a game changer for me. The one I have will be listed in the description if you're interested in getting it, which I highly recommend doing so. I'm doing really good with my water. I did make it through the second one of these, so I've got this one left. I might do some flavorings to get me through the afternoon, just as a little sweet treat, but I will update you on that. And ignore the mess back here. I started reorganizing last night and didn't get to finish, so eventually that'll happen. I feel like at lunch we always talk about books, so let's talk about what we're reading. I've been in quite a book slump. I started reading a book called Wrecked. My cousin recommended it. She loved it. I got 50% through and had to DNF it. I couldn't. I looked up what happened in the ending and I was like, you know what? I just can't. If you've read it and you loved it, more power to you. I'm happy for you. I just cannot. I simply cannot. If you've read it and you loved it, let me know in the comments. But now I am on to Dungeon Crawler Carl. And let's see, how far am I in that? I am on chapter 20, so things are, you know, cooking. We are getting going. It's fun. It's giving like Ready Player One vibes with like video game vibes. So I'm liking that. I did not realize there was like 12 more after this, so we'll see what happens. I've heard that a lot of people just read the first one and don't read the rest, which is probably what I'm gonna do because I'm liking this, but I don't know if it's gonna be something that I like continue on in the series. We'll see. It's definitely funny, definitely different than what I usually listen to. But yeah, I've literally heard nothing but good things about this book, so I'm excited to keep going and see what happens. I'm hoping some kind of revolution because I love a revolution. But that is what I'm currently reading. If you've read Dungeon Crawler Carl, what a tongue twister, Dungeon Crawler Carl. If you've read Dungeon Crawler Carl, let me know in the comments what you think, if it's worth it that I keep reading it, or if you've read the rest of the series, if it's worth it to read all of them. Now, I've got to eat my lunch and get back to work, but I will let you know the next time I eat. My goodness, the evening has flown by, you guys. It is already 7:30. I literally can't believe it. My husband and daughter are out of the house. They're helping my mom fix a couple things at her house, and I have been able to do so much. I finished cleaning up my office. It looks so good in there. Like, it is deep cleaned. I went through the closet, I got everything out of there, put a bunch of stuff in storage. It's real nice. But while I was doing that, I did make myself a little flavored drink. I used a grape Crystal Light packet. I'll put what that looks like up here. I made that drink in this, and it is 24 ounces, so I got that in. So that is 3, and I'm almost done with this. This is about halfway done. So while I'm eating my dinner, I will probably drink the rest of this. Freaking crushing water today. I swear, I just need to vlog like every day, and I'll stay so accountable. I I don't know why filming makes me like stay on track so much, but hey, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. So tonight for dinner, we are doing a taco salad. I actually made all this stuff last night, so this is a leftover dinner, but I will still show myself putting it all together and give you all of the information when I'm done putting it together. Okay, here is dinner. I should have showed you guys before I put the chips on, but this is like one of my favorite go-to dinners while on this journey and probably forever. I've always loved tacos. Also, the volume in a taco salad, it's everything. If you're a volume eater, you should be eating taco salads. So the meat I used for this was 99% lean ground turkey. And for the entire meal, it is 355 calories, 8.5 carbs, which like slay, okay, and 48 grams of protein. I am so excited to eat this, you guys. I'm starving. And I still have almost 400 calories left for the night, so we're gonna have to have some kind of snack a little later on, but I'll update you when I eat that. I'm gonna go enjoy my dinner now. Okay, it is literally so late at night. I should be in bed, but instead I'm gonna have a little late night snack and end this video. My daughter has a little bit of Easter candy left, so I did indulge in 6 chocolate kisses. Sue me, okay? Sue me if you need to, but it was in the calorie budget. We are gonna do 1 serving of this skinny pop, which is 3 cups, and that is 150 calories. And then I'm going to do my nighttime hot chocolate. This is the Dutch Hot Cocoa by Perk. It has 8 grams of protein per serving, which is awesome, and 1 scoop is 100 calories. And I'll be so honest with you, even if this thing did not have protein in it, I would be drinking it. The taste is something I crave every day. That is why I call it my 90-night hot chocolate. I am obsessed. And because I'm on a GLP1 and I've already shared all my poop issues with you, I'm gonna be mixing in my Miralax because you just, you know, your girl's gotta go. Okay, we gotta go. So I'm gonna mix this into my hot chocolate, eat some popcorn, and then I'm gonna head to bed. I'm not like mentally tired, but my body is exhausted, so it needs some rest. I went hard at the gym today for leg day. I love leg day. But anyway, once I eat those, we are going to be ending the day at 1,443 calories. So I have 7 calories remaining for the day, which I did really good on. My protein is at 128 grams. We are just under 100 grams of carbs. We are at 93 carbs for the day. And I was able to drink about 120 ounces of water, which does mean that I peed 1,000 times, but you know what? It's worth it, especially when I'm taking my Miralax. I've got to have water in my system, got to keep things moving. Anyway, today was such a good day. I love chatting with you. I love having you here with me. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave the secret emoji down in the comments so I know you watched this far. And if you like this kind of content and you want to see how the rest of my weight loss journey goes, don't forget to subscribe to see me every week. I'll see you guys next time.